Hello, good evening, and welcome to lesson number three. Yes, lesson number three of digital techniques for fostering participation of social groups, especially women, in the protection and promotion of diversities of cultural expressions here on the continent of Africa. Today, I'm reaching you from Accra, Ghana, where uh, I am a native. And of course, the first independent African state on the face of the continent. Today, we have the responsibility of looking at the role of women. Remember that the topic is digital technologies, techniques for fostering participation of social groups, especially women. So, we're looking at the role of women in protecting and preserving the culture of Africa. So, our main objective is one, to identify the diverse roles of women in promoting African culture. So, let's kickstart. We begin by looking at women as wives. Wives. Yeah, so basically, all our African women are supposed to be married at a given time in their lives. And when they go through proper marital rights, they get husbands. And when they are glued to these husbands, it's expected that they play some roles towards the husband and the community in which they live. So women have diverse roles. The first is roles as mothers, wives, and communal assistants. We'll look at wives first. The first role of a woman is to provide help to the husband, and this help is diverse. One of such is taking care of the children. Now, taking care of the children entails a number of issues. One entails bathing them, and of course, you must understand that the way and manner we do bathing of children depends on the traditional area, and then there are different ways of bathing them with pure water, bathing with herbal concoctions, etc., etc. And these largely are the roles of women in their marital homes. They bath their children. That is just one key part of it. And remember, this is culture. It is distinct and unique for Africans. So women have the responsibility of recording this and ensuring that the world sees how we do exactly that. Number two, the woman has a role of providing sex to the husband. Remember, in the African community, the husband's brother, cousin are all considered the husband of the wife. But when it comes to the issue of sex, her responsibility is limited only to the husband, unless in instances where the husband is deceased, when she has the choice of marrying any of the brothers or cousins of the husband. This practice, however, is now fading out of the African system because it's considered outmoded. So these are a few of the roles that a woman has to play as a wife. It is expected that with this lesson, all of these women would be able to record them and then upload them for the purposes of promoting and preserving our culture. The second major role that a woman plays is the responsibility of a mother. She has the responsibility of mothering not only her own children, but children within the community. In line with this responsibility, she has to cook. And remember, cooking is a distinct practice within the African region. Unlike other regions, we cook with a lot of spices, and that also reflects and connotes our culture. So it is important that women upload all of our cooking activities so that the rest of the world gets to know how that is done. Also, women fetch water. Traditionally, we fetch water from the streams. Now we fetch from the boreholes and then sometimes at taps in our homes. But traditionally, the kind of cultural practice that entails carrying water basically has to do with moving from one home to a central point, perhaps a borehole, a dam, or a stream, and carrying the water directly on the head with a pan, a bucket, calabash, or any other related object that can carry or contain water. And this is the second motherly role. Of course, planting on the farm is also a role. Men do the clearing of the farm, and the woman has a responsibility of putting the seed on the land. And this is very typical of where I come from, the three northern regions of Ghana, where we plow the farms as men, and the women plant the seeds. Of course, as a mother, she also does cooking, just like she has it as a responsibility as a wife. She cooks for herself, for her husband, for her children, neighbors, and all other persons, including visitors. I'm sure that if you are from the African region, you will be able to uh, let's say you'll be able to identify with a number of the issues discussed in this particular lesson. And the final that has been captured for our syllables is a woman as a communal assistant. Yes, women are also communal assistants in traditional African settings. So they help at weddings, so that if a woman within the environment, if it's the relative of the woman or a relative of the man, or even someone who is known within the community is getting married, the woman can help in fetching water, she can help in carrying firewood, she can help in singing, she would be part of the dancing team, she can do any other thing that would help lawfully to make the wedding successful. And also, at outdoors naming ceremonies, women are expected to be around to do cooking, clean the house, do all of the chores that would make the ceremony very, very nice. And also, it is expected for women to be at funerals. They would cook, they would fetch water for brewing the local alcohol, they would uh, they would clean the environment, they would fetch water, and all of that. And these are also key roles of women in the African setting. And when there are communal projects such as building community centers or community schools through the community, women are also instrumental or are expected to be instrumental in fetching water and in singing and also cheering the men up whilst they build this these communal projects. Now, having established this, what then has it got to do with the digital environment? It has everything to do with the digital environment. Remember in lesson one, we said that times back in the African communities, we had to do all of this, or we had to preserve all of this through oral traditions and observation. However, the digital world has made it easy for us to record this through video or pictures, for us to save them through pen drives, hard disk, or tape cassettes or other devices. And then also, because it is supported, because all of this globally is supported by digital platforms like websites, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, all of such, it has become critical for women to go through uploading all of these cultural elements on these digital platforms so that next generation can know the culture that has been passed on from one generation onto the other. So what have we learned today? We've looked at the three critical roles of women as wives, as mothers, and as communal assistants. And we have also said that it's important that when women in our environs get through all of these rules, with little digital devices, they can record and upload them for purposes of preservation and promotion. My name is Akafari Awaah. I am officially registered and known in elite circles as Fred Awaah. Until next week when I come your way with the fourth edition of this lesson, it is goodbye from Ghana. Thank you.